have been recreated in a variety of media. Replying to a critic once, he said, and I quote, "I have no story to tell, no symphony to play, no poem to recite, no plot, no climax, no anticlimax. If you must find a plot or a story, then you will find it in my treatment of form, texture, color, and composition. Most certainly not in my motifs." Unquote. The exhibition here at the museum is displayed in 14 galleries and focuses on 7 distinct themes in his work. We very much hope that you will savor him just as he wishes to be known, as a modernist, a draftsman, and a colorist, and perhaps most of all, for being stubbornly and resolutely himself. It is timely that the museum should express its gratitude to all those who have made this retrospective possible. I must begin, therefore, with Jamil himself and the Jamil Naqsh Foundation, who have not only made a collection of some 700 works of art readily available to us, but also have inspired sponsorship for an illustrated catalogue that accompanies the exhibition. These generous friends and sponsors include Iqbal Hassan, Meher Happy Minwala, Meher Sharif, Muhammad Ali Hassan Ali, Raunak Lakhani, Sultan Allana, and a long-standing patron who wishes to remain unnamed. The exhibition has been sponsored in part by Engro Chemical Pakistan Limited, and we are very grateful to Zafar Khan for responding very promptly to our request at a very early stage in the planning of the exhibition. I would also like to thank 3M Pakistan for the signage in the exhibition. The museum is beholden to 50 private lenders who have very graciously opened their homes and parted with cherished works of art from their walls. I would like to express my gratitude to my fellow curator, Marjorie Hussain. Marjorie is well known to all of us and has played many roles in the appreciation and dissemination of art in the city of Karachi, and indeed in all our capital cities. Gallery director, art historian, critic, and collector, she travels and writes tirelessly, never failing to encourage and laud artists. Thank you, Marjorie. Shami Ahmad, Sobia Naqsh, and Bushra Shahzad have meticulously documented loans from the Jamil Naqsh Foundation. Sobia and Bushra have designed and painstakingly coordinated the publication of the catalogue, with Abdul Wahid Khan Saab being responsible for photography. The unstinting devotion of Jamil Naqsh's protege, Chitra Pritam, assisted by Muhammad Salim and his team, you will see, is reflected in the installation of the exhibits. I would also like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation to Creative Private Unit, led by Tanaz Minwala and Manan Hatem Ali, for their design assistance. They have always responded to our increasingly unreasonable requests with calm and with competence. For printing, we would like to thank Tanveeruddin Sahab at the Yaqeen Press for accepting our project at very short notice in the face of extreme and pressing end-of-year deadlines. The staff at the museum, ladies and gentlemen, I think deserve more than a passing mention. The office team, including Sumaira Naveed, Akbar Khushk, Lal Bakhsh Brohi, and Ayla Khodo. The front of house team, led by Mohammad Sharif, including Mohammad Rafiq, Khurram Iqbal, Ganesh Raj, Nadeem Raja, and Mohammad Ashraf, whose skills as a painter have just been discovered. Finally, and most predictably, for all of you who are familiar with the work of the museum, I would like to record my gratitude to those I may have forgotten and who have made it possible for us to pay tribute to Jamil Naqsh. Thank you. I would like to request Marjorie to please come and share some thoughts on the exhibition, the artist and the man. Marjorie?
Nasreen, thank you. We have to thank you today for this tremendous event. I mean, this is a milestone in art and art history, short art history of Pakistan. The first time that a living artist has been so acknowledged, and justifiably so, because Jamil Naqsh himself is a national treasure. Thank you very much, Nasreen, to you and your team, and a special thanks to Mr. Hamid Aku, who worked so tirelessly here. In fact, for a year and a half, this has been going on. Two teams, the Mohatta Palace team and the Jamil Naqsh family team. And I remember at one stage constantly seeing Bushra and Sobia sitting with piles of photographs arranged, hundreds of them. And I thought to myself, please don't let anybody sneeze. If somebody sneezes, the system's gone. But luckily, nothing happened. Everything turned out as we hoped, and hopefully the catalogue should be ready by the end of the month. So Nasreen, today is a red letter day, and you are very brave, very courageous, and very encouraging. And I think from all the artists in Pakistan will be very grateful to you. Thank you very much. And I would just like to say, I think most of you are familiar with Jamil's work, and the very generous collectors are here, people who have shared their work and shown their friendship for Jamil Naqsh. Everybody's very grateful for that. But for those who aren't so familiar, I'd like to ask you to look at the sequence of his work. Jamil Naqsh works in series, in sequences. And he does this because he's so involved in the problem that he creates on a surface. He paints, he creates, as I was discussing with Chitra today, he discusses a problem of space and he takes it onto another surface so that you will get many, many paintings, variations on the subject. In '96, Jamil painted 100 pigeons. Each one was different. Because, as Jamil himself explained, it is not the subject that's important in art, it is the plastic problems that the artist has to solve. And although Jamil is not here today, because I think he doesn't go out very much, he saves his time for his work. He works with full gusto now, as he did many years ago, and I knew him when he was a young man, so I'm witness to the many opportunities to go abroad, have exhibitions abroad that he turned down, because he said, no, an artist must be known in his own country, source his own roots. There's no point in getting acknowledgement abroad if you're not known at home. So today I think all his philosophy is justified thanks to Mohatta Palace, Nasreen and his friends. So thank you. I leave you now in peace.
I would like to, if I may, call upon Dr. Faridun Setna, an old friend, admirer, and patron of Jamil Naqsh, to perhaps say a few words and formally open this exciting event. Thank you. Dr. Setna.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor for me to be asked to speak in my capacity as Jamil Naqsh's friend. I have known Jamil for 30 years. During this long association, I have had just a glimpse of his multifaceted personality, his generosity, social consciousness, condemnation of hypocrisy, and many other characteristics of a very private person. But above all, I have had the unique opportunity of seeing his creative genius evolve in different directions over this period. To this day, I remain absolutely astounded at the infinite variations he brings to the subjects of his choice. It is therefore a great pleasure to be here amongst so many of his friends, admirers, and patrons. This is truly a memorable opportunity to view Jamil Naqsh's work over the years, and this is the first time that so many of his works have been brought together and displayed under one roof. I would like to thank Mohatta Palace Museum and its curator, for the excellent job of putting the exhibition together, along with the help of Mr. Hamid Akhund, Mrs. Marjorie Hussain, the Jamil Naqsh Foundation, and the 50 private collectors. Thank you all for sharing this event with us.